Can you really improve your health, not by changing what you eat, but simply when you eat? Some call it a miracle for weight loss. Others dismiss it as just another trend. But what does the science actually say? Stay with me, because the answer may surprise you. Hi everyone, my name is George Brown, and welcome to the channel where we talk about health and science in a simple way. Today, we're diving into intermittent fasting. And right away, let me make this clear. It's not a strict diet, and it's not about counting every calorie. It's simply a way of planning your meals, eating during certain hours, and giving your body time to rest during others. The most popular style is called 16-8. That means 16 hours without food, and all your meals fit into an 8-hour window. For example, you might start eating at 10 a.m. and finish dinner by 6 p.m. There are other formats too. For instance, 5-2, eating normally for 5 days, and then having 2 lighter days. Or OMAD, which means 1 meal a day. Though that style definitely isn't for everyone. The main idea is simple. Intermittent fasting isn't about strict rules or cutting out entire food groups. It's about finding a rhythm that can fit into everyday life. And here's the most interesting part. It's not just about eating less. During these breaks, your body starts processes most people don't even know about. And we'll get into those very soon. What exactly happens in your body when you take a break between meals? First, insulin levels go down. Normally, this hormone helps store energy from food. When insulin drops, the body doesn't just keep storing, it starts using its own fat reserves for fuel. Second, repair processes begin. Scientists call this the metabolic switch. Think of it like your body changing gears. When food is available, it uses that for energy. But during fasting, it switches to burning what it has already saved. And there's more. When the break lasts a little longer, a hidden process begins, almost like an internal cleanup. Your cells start clearing out damaged parts and refreshing themselves. This is why many researchers link intermittent fasting not only to weight control, but also to overall health benefits. And later, we'll see how this doesn't just affect the body, but also the brain. Today, more and more researchers see intermittent fasting not as a short-lived trend, but as a real tool for better health. It can help with weight management, improve insulin sensitivity, and even lower the risk of certain long-term conditions. But here's the important part. It's not just about how many hours you fast. The quality of your food and your overall lifestyle make the biggest difference. If your eating window is filled with fast food and sweets, you won't see much benefit. But if those hours include vegetables, proteins, whole foods, plus daily movement and good sleep, your body responds in a much healthier way. scientists highlight a few main formats of intermittent fasting. Time-restricted eating. This is the most common version, where you choose the hours when you eat and when you don't. The 16-8 format means 16 hours without food and an 8-hour eating window. A softer 14-10 format has 14 hours of fasting and 10 hours for meals. Even the easier 12-12 version gives your body a break and can be a good starting point for beginners. Alternate day fasting. In this approach, you eat normally one day and keep calories much lower the next. It's more strict and not for everyone, but studies show it can work for weight loss and metabolic health. Early time-restricted eating. Here the eating window is shifted to earlier in the day. For example, breakfast at 8 a.m. and dinner by 4 or 5 p.m. Research suggests this may be especially effective, since the body processes food more efficiently in the morning and afternoon than at night. The modern perspective is clear. Intermittent fasting is not a strict diet, but part of an overall healthy lifestyle. It works best when combined with good food, regular activity, and other simple habits. When we hear about intermittent fasting, we usually think about weight loss or blood sugar. But did you know it actually changes your brain? Researchers found that during a fast, your body boosts the production of something called BDNF. Think of it as fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps neurons stay healthy, refresh themselves, and communicate better. BDNF is directly linked to memory, learning, and protection as we age. The result? Many people report that brain fog disappears. They feel more clarity, better focus, and even an improved mood.
Animal studies show similar effects too. In mice, intermittent fasting helped them stay active longer and reduced risks of age-related issues, which makes scientists curious about similar potential in humans.
Of course, the response is different for everyone. Some people notice benefits with the 16-8 pattern, while others do better with a softer 12-12 routine. Just like with the body, the brain can respond in unique ways depending on the person. And this is where some of the most surprising discoveries begin, and we'll talk about them next. So what do studies in people actually show? This isn't just theory or lab work. These are real results. First, weight loss and lower blood sugar levels. This is the benefit most people notice first. The body begins to use more energy from stored fat, and blood sugar becomes more stable. Second, better insulin sensitivity. That means your cells respond more effectively to signals and allow glucose to enter more easily. This effect is especially important for reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Third, support for the heart and blood vessels. Research suggests that regular fasting periods can help lower bad cholesterol and support healthier, more flexible arteries. Fourth, many people report better sleep and sharper focus. With fewer energy crashes, mood feels more balanced and the mind feels clearer, making the day more productive. Of course, the results vary from person to person. Some notice changes quickly, while for others, it takes more time, but the key takeaway is this. More and more studies confirm that intermittent fasting can be a helpful tool for better health when it's used wisely. It's very important to understand intermittent fasting isn't for everyone. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, and for some groups, it may not be safe without medical guidance. For example, pregnant and breastfeeding women need more energy and nutrients, so fasting without a doctor's supervision is not recommended. Children and teenagers are still growing, and skipping meals can be harmful for their development. People with certain medical conditions, like diabetes, stomach issues, or hormonal problems, should always talk with a healthcare professional before trying this approach. Even healthy adults can face challenges. Some may end up overeating during the eating window to make up for the fasting hours. Others may feel stressed or irritable. These are normal signals from the body, and it's important to listen to them. The main point is simple. Intermittent fasting is just a tool. For some people, it works really well, while for others, it may not be the right choice. The best approach is to find what's safe and sustainable for you. And coming up, we'll see why so many people are trying it right now. Intermittent fasting has become popular not only because of science, but also for much simpler reasons. First, it's convenient. You don't have to count every calorie or carry around a list of allowed foods. It's as simple as choosing your eating hours and sticking to them. Second, it's flexible. There are different formats. Some people prefer 16-8. Others find 14-10 or even 12-12 easier. Everyone can find a rhythm that fits their lifestyle. Third, it's affordable. You don't need expensive products, special supplements, or complicated meal plans. Regular groceries are enough. And there's also the community. Online, you'll find countless stories, blogs, and videos where people share their experiences and encourage each other. That support makes it even easier to try. So it's no surprise that millions of people around the world are giving it a chance. It's simple, it's flexible, and for many, it really works. But here's the big question. Is intermittent fasting the perfect solution for everyone? Let's wrap it up and look at the bigger picture. So, does intermittent fasting really work? The answer isn't one size fits all. For some, it becomes a helpful tool to manage weight, feel more energy, and even improve focus. For others, the schedule may feel too challenging or simply not fit their lifestyle. The key thing to remember: this isn't magic, and it's not a universal fix. Intermittent fasting is just a tool. And how well it works depends on how you use it, and whether it feels right for you. When combined with quality nutrition, regular movement, and good sleep, fasting can be part of a healthy routine. But if it causes stress or doesn't feel sustainable, That's okay. It just may not be the right fit for you. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried intermittent fasting? Which style worked best for you? Share your experiences in the comments. It'll be great to compare results and learn from each other. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, so you won't miss our upcoming videos, where we make health and science simple to understand.